Who do you think this person would vote for, Trump or Biden?
I would say Biden, without a doubt.
Why?
The black vote is 90% for Biden, at least. And he looks very smart. That's why I would say Biden.
Murden.
I mean, show me.
Murden.
How you doing, boss?
How you doing, Scott?
So Scott would think that you would vote for Biden.
Why you think that?
90% black vote goes to Biden. Trump is a disaster and does nothing for minorities or the poor or anything except for himself. And are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, I support Trump. Okay. Because I feel like Trump is more of a real person, and I feel like he relates more to ordinary people. He's not a person being bought out. Like, whatever he say is genuinely how he feel.
Oh, I agree with that, but what he says is what drives me crazy.
I'd rather hear somebody say it, and I might not like it, and it's their truth, than to somebody that has been paid to say something and they're not acting on how they really feel.
Well, what about Biden? You know, I believe what he says, and I compare Trump's presidency of 4 years. What did he do for you and me?
He created more jobs.
No, he didn't. Biden created 12 million jobs in the 2.5 years that he has been president.
Do you know that Trump created over 8 million, and the only reason Biden has created over 12 million is because people came back to work from COVID? So they've actually included those numbers.
Trump did not.
Under Trump White House, unemployment rate fell to a 50-year low, and more Americans were employed than ever before.
That's not true.
So are you telling me that the nationalarchives.gov is not true?
Look at your.
My source is the White House. My source is the government. Because I've noticed that
is lower than it's ever been in 50 years.
Is that due to inflation being so high that people need to work 2 or 3 jobs?
Inflation is way down. Trump caused the inflation.
How?
His mishandling of the COVID virus. All he did was a tax cut for the wealthy, and he didn't.
No, he actually did the Platinum Plan for Black Americans, and he put the most funding into HBCU, Black universities. That's 100% fact.
Not true.
That's 100% fact.
You said Biden increased the minimum wage, right?
Yes.
You know that made everything else go up, right?
No. That's a fallacy. You look at the states that have the highest minimum wage, it doesn't make their cost go up.
You know, I grew up in California with the highest minimum wage. Gas prices over $7. The home I grew up in.
Gas prices in California.
Yeah, but not just gas. The grocery prices are up over 75%. I grew up there. I had to move. The price of a home when I was growing up for a 3-bedroom house was $3,000 to $4,000 a month in rent. Now it's over $8,000.
What about all the crimes that Trump has committed?
What crimes?
He's been indicted 4 times.
For what?
He tried to steal the election from Biden.
No, he didn't. Oh, no.
Yes, he was.
He hasn't been found guilty.
Well,
You an American man. Now listen to what you're saying.
He's innocent until he's proven guilty.
See, now what you're saying. He innocent until proven guilty. I could go downtown right now and say you did such and such to me.
Well, if you said I did something to you, it'd be false. I haven't done anything to you.
So Trump can't have that same argument?
No, but you look at all the evidence. It's on the record.
What evidence? Anything could be manufactured. Like right now, we having a conversation, right? It's a man with a camera right here. Now, I could push you right now, and you could defend yourself. But I got this man with the camera. He could chop it up to make it seem like you hit me first. And I could take that to court. And all you got to do is say, he's lying. So, and I got this person right here and this person right here. All I got to do is have them to have my back. And he got the camera. So why you think they wouldn't do that to Trump?
But that's not what happened to Trump. Trump has done everything publicly. Trump wants to be a dictator. Do you want a dictator?
He's not a dictator.
Well, he is
He's not a dictator. He's not a dictator.
I'm sorry, but he used the DOJ. He weaponized it. Biden's never done
Can I ask you, is the DOJ not weaponized against Trump now with 4 indictments? Is the press not weaponized with 90% of the press against? Why?
Fox, Newsmax, and OAN, they're weaponized.
That's 3 networks compared to 90.
You see what his son, Hunter Biden, is doing, right?
All he did was a tax thing.
He's literally putting crack on the camera.
You mean coke?
No, crack. Coke is a different.
But you know, crack, coke, same thing.
See, I would agree with you, but it's not. I'm
The penalties can be different.
And you know who signed the crack crime bill?
Trump even gave felons the right to vote. People don't even know that. If another person was putting crack cocaine on the camera, showing it to the world, wouldn't you want them to be locked up?
I want them to be charged, yeah, if they've committed a crime, yeah.
Like, realistically, like if I did that, put crack cocaine on the camera, put a gun on my side, they'll be like, that boy, that nigga boy. Like, that's the truth. We got to live in a reality.
Absolutely.
So why?
But okay, the crimes that Trump has been charged with, and 4 different jurisdictions. These aren't all biased prosecutors. We tried to steal the election before he still says that it was stolen. Absolutely,
You can
no
believe it's
evidence.
stolen. There's a lot of evidence.
If I wanted to see a man in power do the right thing, I would like to see Biden put Hunter in jail. Not trying to put nobody in
It's
jail.
not his job to put in jail.
But he's
That's
doing
not
that to
your
Trump.
job.
You're contradicting
Because
yourself.
people that in Trump's administration say he would be a dictator. He
it-
would be the
Do you know what-
worst
do you know-
president.
Do you know what a dictator is?
I absolutely know what a dictator is. Look at Putin.
What about Hitler?
Like,
Hitler was a dictator.
And
yeah.
is Trump similar to Hitler?
He's similar to Mussolini.
Trump's never committed genocide. Like, your points
No.
make no sense. Trump's
Well,
never
he
killed
did
anybody.
commit genocide the way he handled the COVID vaccine
No, I don't.
and everything.
He made the vaccine.
No, he did not make the vaccine.
Operation
It was-
Warp Speed.
Well, it was already been made for 10 or 15 years before.
So you said earlier that 90% of black people will vote for Biden. Merton, is that accurate?
no, they won't.
Is Trump a racist?
Yes, he is.
He's not a racist.
Look what he's
How
doing
are you
with the gold
how are you
medal.
going to tell the black person that he's not a racist when you're white, bro? How are you going to say that?
I personally don't feel like he's a racist. I'm a black person. I come from humble beginnings. In my section, they will call it the trenches. I really grew up with people outside shooting people for nothing. You look outside, you see people selling crack.
Right.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's where I came from. Trump is the only person hanging out with black people.
Kanye West. But
And he was with Snoop Dogg, and he was with 50 Cent, and he's best
Dogg.
friends with Mike Tyson. Snoop Dogg just came out and said he's voting for Trump. And YG, the guy that made the Fuck Donald Trump song, just said that he wants him back. And Lil Pump just got a tattoo of Trump's mugshot.
They put this image out on Trump was a bad person. I'm pro-American. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, we
I want-
all.
you-
I hope we
yeah,
all
yeah,
are. We
that-
want the best
That's
for the
one- I
country.
feel like that's one thing we can't agree on. You remember when Trump had blew up?
Baghdadi,
He had blew him up.
the terrorist.
So
Great thing he did.
we get into
It
that,
also caused a lot of problems in
but
Iran.
he did it just like this though. He didn't send other people in there to die.
There was no new wars under Trump.
Yeah, that's the point that I'm saying.
And under Biden, there's been Russia versus Ukraine has broke out again. Israel, Palestine. Why was
Because Trump wants Russia to take over Ukraine.
But why didn't it happen when he was president? Why did it happen under Obama and Biden, but not under Trump?
That's power.
Because Trump is a strong man. Trump will put his foot down and say, I care about America.
Y'all want a dictator. That's how
We want
that's
America
how we-
first.
that's how
We
know
want America
America
first.
first is the old Nazi and the old.
I'm Jewish. You call me a Nazi?
No,
No. I'm Jewish.
America First was the white nationalists in the 20s.
I'm American nationalist. I care about America. Merton, are you American nationalist?
It's a fascist concept.
So you don't agree with the words "put America first"?
No, I don't agree.
But you-
from America.
Yeah,
Right.
you look American.
American is pumping.
Red, white, and
That's
blue.
right.
Me being looked at, you know what I'm looked at as. I'm from a place that really ain't too much mix. You get what I'm
Where are
saying?
you from?
I'm from North Carolina.
I'm from East Tennessee originally, so I know what you're talking about.
So that's what I'm saying.
Racism in America.
You don't think I experienced racism?
Absolutely.
I got a
Your
question.
whole life, I'm sure.
Now I got another question. So you don't think I would know what a racist is?
I would think you would, but I think you've been deluded on Trump.
See, Trump says stuff about everybody. It's certain landmarks that black people want to tear down. It's Confederate landmarks. Me personally,
Well, I think white people do too.
But me personally, I don't think
You
it
know,
should.
I grew up in the South.
Me personally, I don't think it should be tore down because at the end of the
They're
day,
traitors.
what we went through in the past determine our future. No matter what, I'm black. I stand with the blacks.
You're on the American side too.
Yes, America used to stand on business like, fuck this, I throw that T overboard. They're not doing that no more. Biden is letting anything go. Trump is coming through like, nah, bruh, stop. You're not doing this.
He wants to break down all the institutions so there is no law.
Because the
anymore.
institutions aren't working. But have you ever heard Biden say we need to tax the rich, but then his son doesn't pay taxes for 4 years?
You know Biden traded a terrorist for a basketball player.
He traded an arms dealer for a basketball player.
That's the biggest gangster.
Well,
No, he is the biggest Russian arms
The
dealer.
biggest gangster.
You know, we still have the Marine in Russia.
look at
What about
all the
Paul
criminals
Whelan?
Biden is doing this to try to bring him down.
Doing what?
Trying to
Amongst-
indict him.
He's not done anything.
And then they indict him 4 times.
That's Merrick Garland is in charge of all of that,
That goes-
and then Jack Smith, who he put in charge of that. Biden
All
has
Democrats.
Never had,
All Democrats funded by the same people that
goes-
fund Biden.
That goes back to what I'm saying, though.
what I'd love to see is
you know-
money out of politics.
But that's why people like Trump, because he fund his own
He
campaigns.
does not. He hasn't spent a dime of his own money.
He lost money.
He's the only president to get in the office and lose.
lost money.
Yeah, he's the only
president in
president. He lost $2 billion.
He got this judgment recently for 450 million.
He's not paying
the
that.
only
Who did he defraud in that case?
He
For
defrauded the people in New York.
How? Who did he
Because
defraud?
he- because
The